Okay, welcome back. We're going to do a small video, I guess about 20 minutes, on the current state of the dumpster fire known as the Biden administration and this crazy, insane, weird world we live in today, and try to explain a little bit of the facets that's going on in this world in this new woke liberal order, like Biden said. Now, the other day, Biden came out and said, when he's talking about the gas prices, he said that companies need to lower their prices at the pump because we're at war. Tidbit of information that people just ain't really paying attention to. You know, out of all the things you'd pay attention to your life to, be like, yeah, we have a tough time with fuel, and that's because of drilling and energy independence and all the other neat stuff. But the president of the United States can barely hold a conversation, has a hard time keeping up with anything, has to have cue cards telling him when to sit down and stand back up again. Comes out and says, you guys need to lower your prices because we're at war. If that doesn't get you in the mood to understand what's actually happening, I don't know what really will. That's the sad thing about all this. When a president comes out, just go back in time. Just imagine this is going on during the Bush administration. Let's say Daddy Bush, Baby Bush. They come out and say, yeah, we're at war with Russia. Why is there such a disconnect from today's population to the population prior to COVID? That's a big question. What was so dramatic that changed people's mindset to paying attention to the actual facts of what is going on in this world or this economy globally that reset sanity? Well, one only has to look around to see what's happening in this brave new world we live in. Why are we accepting the President of the United States telling all of us that we are at war with Russia? I mean, it's actually mind-boggling. It's astronomical to think that the general public dances around, doing whatever, worried about January 6th, worried about this, worried about that. Oh, this is happening, all this stuff. In the news, Amber Heard, Laundry, Petito, all that breaking. Let's go to Highland Park shooting. Parent in turmoil. Parents in turmoil. Well, there we go. Yeah, I mean, the ex-prime minister of Japan was just shot and murdered or assassinated. Has anybody seen what's happening here? Musk tells Twitter he wants out of the deal to buy it. Twitter says it will force him to close the sale. This big distraction, huge. Here's what's in Biden's executive order on abortion rights. Abortion rights. Poof, poof. Energy shortages, food shortages. California shuts down all independent truckers, crosses borders to move the fourth largest economy, or fourth or fifth on planet Earth. Just banned truckers, independent truckers, owner operators. Is it kind of sinking in? I could go back to previous generations and explain what's happening, and they would all look at me and say, if I could time travel, and ask me what in the world is wrong with humanity. What happened to us? Realistically, go back to 1990, 1980. They would say, what? I'd say, yeah. President of the country at the time is senile. He was in politics at that time, by the way. So you guys think you got some kind of career politician that's a woke new guy. You totally misunderstand what he's about, what he's been about, what he's done throughout his career. He's a corporate guy. He's been working for corporations, and he's been working for lobbyists for a very, very long time. So, as this song and dance continues, you're about to see massive inflation. due to what's happening in California. Shortages. I want y'all to think about this. Who benefits? Big question. Who benefits from higher gas prices, higher petroleum, higher heating, higher electricity, higher commodities? Who benefits? You guys got it? Okay. We know it's the corporations. It's the rich of the rich. It's the other class. It's the masters, the owners of the everyday average working American and working smuck across planet Earth. It is them. It is they. People say it's capitalism. But that's you're anti-capitalist. It's not capitalism. They stole so much money out of the Federal Reserve, which is not a part of the government. So much money has been pumped out of your future, our tax dollars, our debt, to enrich them. This inflation is about them. It doesn't hurt them. Joe Biden's against oil. He said he's going to take out oil the very first one. I'm going to get rid of fossil fuels. In the meantime, he made his buddies very, very, very rich. Supply and demand. Cut the supply, make the demand higher, and raise the prices. Shoots through the roof, stocks through the roof. They're making so much money. So much money. And everybody just keeps dancing. I want climate change, abortion. Let's save the world. We got a climate emergency. It's going to make more people even richer. They don't care. The more you dance, the more you talk about what your cause is, the more money they make. The more disruptions they have, the more the attention is taken off the fact that the working Americans, I don't care if you work at home, you're a remote worker, whatever, you are paying for the policies set forth by these kleptocrats in charge. But we have a chance now to save the world. They never wanted to save the world. They tell you that all day long. We're doing this to save the world. Really. Why you send billions of dollars across the world for stupid stuff like weapons and blowing people up, and there's still a massive homeless problem with people dying all over. They never cared. Southern borders open, wide open. Fentanyl, heroin, meth coming across. Human trafficking. People dead in the deserts of Mexico. The human toll, like I said before, of the policies of these representatives that we call representatives, are actually career politicians, which are actually kleptocrats working for big business to steal everything they can and to cause anything they can to get whatever they want and how much they want. They are stealing this place blind. So I go protest, burn down some buildings. They fund the protesting. They help bring about strife. They back both sides of the coin, just like World War II and other wars. They're all in it together, just like George Carlin said. They own you. They own all of us. They let you dance. They let you do whatever you want to do for a cause. They'll let you burn buildings down, protest, whatever it is. Whatever it takes for them to keep the public dancing. It's time we all stop. It's all drugs, gangs, all that stuff's all included in their scheme to get everything that they want. They're the worst of the worst. They really are. They will answer to lobbyists before they answer to the people. They want to get mad at guns, I get it. Gun control, gun control, gun control, okay? How about rap control? Rap music. They're saying they're influencing people. Your speech is influencing trouble. Rap music, especially gangster rap, has influenced this entire generation and generations before this to kill each other, to sell drugs, and to destroy neighborhoods as calling it their gang territory. MGM's responsible for that. The people, the music is the people. But yet they're banning guns, but yet they won't ban rap music. How's that work? Negative, false, misinformation, dangerous information. Well, it's dangerous music. Because we have a gang culture. We have an entire culture filled with gang rap, weird crazy, shoot each other, fight over a city block, east side, west side war constantly. We wonder why the violence is there. It ain't guys listening to classical music out there with gangs of flying colors at each other and shooting each other off some porch. Drive-by shootings, influenced by what? Let's see, the Beatles? No, it's the music industry. Not a peep. Not a peep. Just saying what's wrong with this country. There's a lot. They're all in it together. Okay, let's get on to, let's see. Yeah, Trump considering waiving executive privilege claims for Bannon, but prosecutors say he was never shielded. The January 6th testimony by whatever her name is so scripted. Well, I heard this, and I heard this, and we saw this, and I saw that. And I heard this from a friend, and a friend, and a friend. I tried to listen to it. I tried to listen to Dick Cheney's daughter doing the stupidity of a clown show at a time when America's suffering through high everything prices, global food crisis, shortages, cataclysmic fuel shortages, which is warned by Vladimir Putin today. You got to fix this or else there's going to be a massive energy crisis. Stop what you're doing. Make peace. Nobody cares. The dumpster fire is continuing. But January 6th, she heard something from something else. The lady, I'm sorry, but I couldn't even listen to your testimony. It was so duh. I mean, I can literally listen to somebody put me to sleep and then tell me a secondary hand story. And then think that's court worthy of a kangaroo court that's on mainstream media, it's on national news, it's a great media blitz. For what? To keep you dancing for what's happening. Joe Biden has the worst record of any president in the United States right now. Right now. Polls have shown he's doing the worst job than any other president. But CNN, nope. DOJ investigators raid former Trump office home. They're raiding homes for what? Hearsay. Oh, man. Let's see. Haberman. This is how Trump likely has been consuming the January 6th hearing. What's there to consume? Honestly. It's stupidity. Stupidity. You're in World War III. Okay, going on to the Canadian deal today. The wireless carrier, the nation's wireless carrier went down today. People couldn't use their debit card transactions. You're in a war. Cyber attacks are happening constantly. This is a part of war. Things blowing up. Assassinations. That's what happens. It's called operatives. Well, that was just a crazy guy down the road that just okay. In a time when we're not in World War III, this would be a possibility to say, yeah, these are just coincidences. But they all of a sudden, poof. Russian oil fires. We have American packaging plants, egg or chicken farms burning down. We have all this other stuff. Everybody better wake up. Better wake up. You're in World War III. Vladimir Putin said, get your armies in here. Let's fight. To the last Ukrainian. He warned yesterday, that he hasn't fully engaged his military yet. And he's going to now. So, all Russians suck and Russians can't do that. We were in Afghanistan for 20 years, right? How long in Iraq? We conquered those people. No, we didn't. It was never about conquering those people. It was never about anything. He's taken all of Eastern Ukraine. This is going to get ugly. He wants us all in there to fight. He's done. The Russian Federation's done. Every day on Russian television, they're talking about war, world war, nuclear war. Today, actually 7 hours ago, I read a couple stories. Russia's lower house members are talking about taking back Alaska because the U.S. is seizing yachts, or seizing oil, seizing bank accounts across the world that's Russian. Well, they want their Russian territory back that they sold us back in 1867, I believe, for the sum of $140 million today's money. They want that back. That's their next endeavor. Confiscate that back. That's being talked about. That might be their next move. What are we going to do then? Right? We ready for nuclear war? Nuclear war? We ready for a ground war? The Biden administration can't even get their enlistments up because they have destroyed the morale of the United States military. People say, no, they haven't done that. Okay. Okay. Record quitting, record this. It's just not happening. The new generation are not going to fight for you. Where does that put us? In a very bad situation. So let's go back down and see if we see anything else about the war. Let's see. Boris Johnson's gone, by the way, which is kind of cool because Boris Johnson's a pain in the butt. Anyways, he's a liar. He partied all through the pandemic. He's a two-faced guy. Glad he's gone. Zelensky's happy, or wants him there, likes him, but everybody should be glad that Johnson's actually gone. Okay, let's go check. Israeli and Palestinian leaders speak by phone for the first time in years. I cried so much I lost consciousness. Mothers bury their kids as drought and disease hit Somalia. It's always Somalia, right? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Brazil could face more severe election unrest. Of course it could. Of course it could. I see some cool stuff today, but I won't talk about it yet. I will not talk about it. So let's go. We're off CNN. We're going to go to a little better analogy of what's actually happening globally through the other propagandist network called Fox. Shall we see what Fox has got to say about current events, especially January 6th, the day that will live in infamy forever, because ever and ever and ever is January 6th, and Pearl Harbor has nothing up on January 6th. The guy that talked about the fact that possible instigators were brought in died, by the way. Check that out for yourself. I could actually look it up, but the guy that was going to testify that there was agitators being brought into January 6th insurrection, he died. He died. Dems' frustrations fester into outright worry. Many reportedly fear President can't right ship by midterms. He can't right the ships because he's the worst president in American history. He can't write that. He can't fix it. It's unfixable. Unfixable. This is a dumpster fire. Okay, sorry, my nose is killing me. It's getting worse by the minute down here. Wow. FBI director issues stern warning about biggest long-term threat to the U.S. You don't have to worry about the threat to the U.S. because we're in World War III with Russia. What are you worried about long-term threat? You know something's wrong when they're talking about long-term threats. You know that, right? Why would they be talking about long-term when you're in World War III? Because they don't want you thinking you're in World War III. Be crazy for you. Okay. Soprano, someone else died. Gaffe in chief, Biden widely mocked after he appears to read instruction right off teleprompter. This is what you got. This is Biden tier. Oh, man. The privilege, the post-pandemic privilege is awe-inspiring. The new generations, I've never seen a more entitled bunch than I've seen lately in my entire life. It might be the mass movement from California and other places, but realistically, these are the most privileged post-pandemic people that God could have ever accidentally created. They drive like total complete idiots. They're it's like the whole world shifted during the pandemic. Just shifted. I don't know what to say about the rest of the future. You guys have got to pull yourselves together and start actually thinking about the kleptocrats that are taking over the world and have control of the world. Uh, Pastor exposed the liberal media's double standards. Violence soars in Chicago. Yes, we know that. It's soaring. It's always soaring. Out of line. Army slashes pay benefits for more than 60,000 unvaccinated service members during World War III. Who do you work for, number two? As Austin Powers would say. Huh. Yeah. Who do you work for? Let's see. Saving online Biden facing heat over potential woke recruitments in requirements of retirement plans. Whoa. Biden's talking about woke stuff. Retirement plans. We got to talk about this because I'm old. Looks like senior GOP lawmaker introduces legislation on Friday to block the White House from forcing financial institutions to consider woke issues like climate change when deciding how to invest in the retirement savings of American workers. Al Gore said we'd be dead so many years down the road. We're still here. The problem is the population. There's a good portion of the population that actually is dead mentally. Hid for 2 years in the basement. When it comes to World War, get those Russians. Just get them. Okay, the detective gutted regulations put in place by former President Donald Trump that requires banks to only consider profitability when choosing to invest, rather than issues like race and climate change. There you have it. The woke liberal craziness that keeps you dancing to the piper while they steal all the money through hyperinflation. Crazy. Anyway, I got to get you guys. Thanks for watching. I have severe allergies. Really, really tired. Put a lot of hours this week. Very, very, very tough time for me. This is what the American dream is about. Work really hard, 60 hours a week. It sucks. It's tough, but you have to do what you have to do to survive in today's world. Is Biden inflation? It's not Putin's inflation. It's Biden's inflation. These the policies set forth that everything was raising prior to Putin's invasion. You can check it out for yourself, especially oil, because he promised to get rid of fossil fuels. But I have to keep working, and I really got a bad allergy attack down here, and it's horrible. So you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you hopefully soon enough. Thanks for watching.